My fucking stream. I can stream when I want to stream. What do we got? Let's find something fun. Do 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 do. Oh, people already liking. People already hanging out. Who the hell could that be? It's Joe. Joe hanging out. What up, Bones? Kicking it. Here, check this out, Joe. Come hang out. Hey, there's the link. Anybody wants to jump on in this thing? Come on in. There's Adam Wade Adams. What's up, buddy? We're live already. I don't even care. What's up, brother?
Not much.
Doing?
I'm trying to. I'm finishing up this quest.
A quest
on Fallout 76. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have. When you sent the link, it doesn't have exactly have a where you can go in and just manually save. So I'm trying to get to the end of this so I can cut it off.
This is Adam Wade Adams from Comicast. Check out Comicast. Go to YouTube, search SMB Network or Comicast, or you can go to outrightgeeker.com/Comicast.
If Boogie
he's always reviewing
comics. If Boogie was here and I was playing video games, he would be livid.
If this was Boogie's stream and you were playing games during his stream, me, I don't give a shit. I don't care what you do, bro. You can do two things at once. You're a multitasker.
Absolutely. I'm listening.
Yeah.
My ears are.
I threw out the link to a bunch of folks. I also threw it to the chat. If you want to jump in, just click on the link, go over and hang out. You can do it from anything. I'm just bored out of my fucking mind.
There's not much going on.
There's nothing going on. I didn't realize how much I was hooked on comic books and new comic books, and not just new comic books, but new comic book news. And there's not even any news. You know, that might be, looking back on it, I've cooled off on our epic Kelly Thompson interview on Comicast last week. I think it was just the fact that I've been without comics for so long. It was just really cool to have a connection, again, to everything going on there. Thanks everybody for liking. It's
kind of like you were
loved the thing, but he didn't click the link. He should pop up in here. You don't have to hang out the whole thing. This is no quid pro quo. There's no minimum, maximum stay. Just if you want to come in and drop in and just say, hey, mention something, whatever. I don't care.
There's no Squid SpongeBob.
Yeah, there's no Squidward SquarePants, because that's the epic.
I was trying to think of something clever to go along with quid pro quo, and that's what I came up with was Squid SpongeBob.
I'm going to share this out.
That was terrible.
So what's going on, bro? Anything going on?
No, just watching the feeds.
Watching the feeds.
Watching the just taking in the whole. I'm in Georgia, and so they've declared. Not everything, but primarily it's like beauty things. So it's like the gym.
I don't understand
haircut. It's so when you're gonna, it's so you can look good while you're ill. I guess is when you're dying of the plague. At least you'll look good.
It's some weird twisted health thing. We want to be healthy, so we have to not only look healthy but be healthy. So the gym's got to open. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that when you're if you're lifting, if you're truly lifting, and if you're on a machine, you're on a machine. Yeah. But if you're truly lifting free weights, you usually have a spotter with you.
Oh, yeah.
So if you got to keep a 6-foot distance, you better not be lifting anything you can't lift.
This is the time for robots.
Yeah.
We need robot spotters.
We need some robots.
How hard could that be? And
they gotta have the voice. Come on.
Pick it up, you wuss.
One more.
Oh, you're going just regular robot. I was going Skynet. I always go Skynet when I talk about robots.
Oh.
But
no, I want that just you pansy.
And this is actually a good opportunity for them to put something on like I know what you're saying. If you're laying down, honestly, look at me. You know I don't lift fucking weights. But if you're laying down on the bench and you're lifting up, you know, doing this number, you know what I'm saying? And you need someone to hold it for you. You could just have like some rope attached to it with slack, and then the robot like kicks in, you know, just boom, lifts it from you, or drops it on your fucking head because it's Skynet. I don't know.
I bet
James.
I bet someone's made that. I don't see the live chat. Where's this? How do I get there? Is it in your links? Did you like?
I don't know.
Say you're going live.
No, it's live. I'm watching it as well on the Outright Geekery Facebook page.
Oh, is that where you're seeing chat? Oh,
yeah. I don't even know if you can see the stuff that I see. No one is saying that. I'm just able to see anyone who jumps in.
Like in the live comments.
I'm Outright Geekery's admin. Yeah, whatever. I'm an admin.
The live comments, I just see you and Joe Bogue.
Joe Bogue, yeah. James jumped in. It said James jumped in. I see you there, James.
So I've only
jump in if you want. We got 5 people watching. That's great because one of them's me and one of them's James. And Joe. Joe's probably still here. But yeah, I don't know. Talk in the chat. Let us know what do you want us to talk about? There's really nothing going on, which is why I'm doing this. So I know it's a bit weird for me to say, "Hey, what do you want us to talk about?" Because there's nothing to talk about.
We need that song. We need that song. Let's give them something to talk about.
Right. I did some more. Where the hell is it? There it is.
I like the bow tie every time.
I know, every time. Snip, slides a little bit. Here it is. Turn it down. So it crackles in my headphones.
That obviously that train was not in a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
It would have survived that completely.
Oh, that is Bridge. Oh, sorry, Star Trek. That is Bridge Over the River Kwai. That movie, an epic movie.
The Kwai.
Oh, I love it. Look at that. That's like this podcast, a freaking train wreck.
Did you make one with the Krypton exploding yet?
Oh, I didn't. You know, that's the one I was trying to think of. I didn't. No, I didn't. Sorry.
Do you know what I'm happy about?
What?
Is my Xbox is on and I'm playing video games.
Yeah.
And this isn't lagging at all. This isn't messing up.
You got dope internet, bro. You got a thick pipe. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah,
you got a thick pipe, Adam.
Sometimes my Xbox sounds like a wood lathe. I'm wondering if the disc is going to survive in there. Yeah, or the fan in it just like when it's really pulling the dooflotchies.
Pulling the dooflotchies.
Yeah.
That's fine. It just means it's working, dude. It means it's kicking ass to make sure you're entertained.
It's working and twerking.
Working and twerking. If you're in the chat, let us know. Facebook chat, if you're over there, hit the buttons to like and love us and share it. And what do you want us to talk about? Damn it. We're bored.
I was like, I'm so bored. I was like this close to buying the Sonic the Hedgehog digitally for $20.
Oh, wow.
And I just can't bring myself to spend that much money.
Don't do it. Don't.
I can't do it.
Don't do it. Princess Bride is coming to Disney Plus, pardon me, on May 1st. Just in time for everybody to go back to work.
Twerk. Go back to twerk.
Yep.
And I was very close to spending, I think it's like $6 to watch the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie. And I couldn't bring myself. Yeah.
It's way too much, dude.
But I think the new Bad Boys just dropped, so I'm very.
I think it's an actual rental though for like $5, or do you own it for that forever?
No,
you own it. Yeah, you don't own it.
No, that's a rental.
I want to own it. I wouldn't mind renting the Bad Boys. Did I mention I watched Hobbs and Shaw and it was fucking amazing? Holy crap!
Yep, we.
Oh, it was
I think
so
we
good.
talked about that. Did we talk about that on Comic Cast?
I don't know. Maybe.
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 I have not watched. I think I've watched. No, I don't even. Hobbs and Shaw might be the only Fast and Furious movie I've watched all the way through. So what
great.
is that? The last one is the one I've actually watched all the way through.
It was great.
It was like Tony the Tiger.
Them, dude. They're cool, man. It's like Avengers with fucking cars. It's like Hot Wheels.
So, oh, sir, I played with Matchbox. Thank you.
Yeah, sir. Sir. I played with Matchbox.
Matchbox.
Not those. I think you'll like this one.
Another
one. Hotel.
Oh, Dune. No, it's not Dune.
Dune.
No, I immediately thought of the giant dude in Dune.
It's Big Trouble. Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, Big Trouble.
Terrible. You're ruining it for me. You're ruining it for me.
Hey, Gaumer, checks in the mail.
The check's in the mail.
The check's in the mail.
Man.
No, I don't know why I thought Dune. I was thinking of the giant dude that had like the stuff sucking out of.
Oh yeah, floating around.
Yeah, man, floating. Dude. It's so creepy.
You wanted to talk more about the Dune movie, didn't you? And we didn't do it.
Not really. I'm not a huge Dune. I'm not a huge Dune fan.
I was never a big Dune fan either, dude. The movie's cool.
It just has it has a possibility of being a nice chunk of. It's like I'm not big on cake, but a nice piece of birthday cake is nice. And this looks like a nice piece of sci-fi birthday cake.
Sci-fi birthday cake.
You know, I'm not big on it, but it's like it could be very nice for once. You know, for a one-time deal.
Yeah.
A good sci-fi that people are actually putting work into.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
We will see. I probably will never watch it. I will probably never go see it.
Yes, you will. It may be years from now when it's streaming on some platform, but
maybe. Even then, who knows? There's lots of shit streaming on platforms right now that I'm like, oh, I'd love to watch that, and I just don't. I just don't give a shit. I don't get it.
Yeah. I finally watched what's that movie about the three little kids just doing Bad Boys or
oh yeah, that's on. I think that is it Bad Boys? I don't remember. Naughty Boys, Naughty Kids.
Something like that.
I know which one you're talking about.
I watched it on HBO.
Yeah.
So
I dropped my HBO sub. I dropped it.
I was thinking about what you said Sunday about dropping Disney Plus, and I was thinking maybe I will, but I mean they just I guess released kind of a trailer type deal for the second season of The Mandalorian. So it's like
that prop show. Have you seen this prop show that they're doing?
Is it on right now?
No, I think it starts in May or something like that. But it's like episodic. Every episode is a different movie, and they just go in like and look at the props and talk to the prop masters.
Oh, that would be cool,
dude. I know, right? Sounds dope as hell. I still want to catch up on that Clone Wars shit too, which I haven't done.
They could do a whole episode on actors who have kept props and what props they kept.
Oh, right.
That would be a pretty cool episode.
Dirty thieves.
Yeah, I think so. I think an actor it deserves to keep some of the stuff. Just they're getting paid a lot, but I mean I think
if you put your mark on a certain character.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Keanu Reeves kept anything from The Matrix, but I would say definitely the jacket, absolutely, and the glasses. Yeah.
He probably auctioned those off and gave the money to some kid who needed it for college school books or something.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like a saint.
He is. He's Saint Reeves. if I ever make a school or a nunnery, I'll call it St. Reeves.
St. Reeves.
Well, that was topical.
That's a perfect mix. I'm very talented. Man, that's so much static in my headphones. I don't know if that's me or my terrible videos. Who doesn't love that? It's my favorite trilogy of all time.
Maybe I need to really?
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have a favorite trilogy.
Really?
I mean, let's see.
Like Lord of the Rings is always up there.
If
probably Toy Story before they got the fourth one. Not that I don't like the fourth one, but it's not a trilogy anymore.
True. I don't know. Would you consider? I guess Ninja Turtles would be if 3 wasn't so.
Oh my god! Seriously?
I love the first one.
Everybody loves the first one. The second one's just okay. Come on, man.
I love the second one.
The Vanilla Ice one is.
It's got good. It's got good dialogue. It's got good dialogue.
Oh, you said that.
Dialogue.
You say that. Oh, the script was wonderful. The best boy did the best job.
But the third movie.
Oh my gosh! No one likes it. No one likes it.
It has
terrible.
You know what's funny about that is like they focus on the turtles in feudal Japan or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like give me more of Casey Jones with these out of time samurai. Trying to teach them hockey and stuff. How about you just give me the whole movie on that?
You want the Mighty Ducks in feudal Japan
with Casey Jones.
With Casey Jones. Dude.
And not the worst, probably the worst Splinter ever is in that movie.
Yeah,
it just the animatronic and it's like how does it get worse?
It's the worst. What do you mean how to get worse? They those movies were bound to get worse.
You want to see something that makes Turtles 3 look like a Oscar worthy movie. Then watch a Turtles Christmas or something like that.
Oh my! That cannot exist.
It is. It's on YouTube and it's freaking terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, there's no good Turtles.
I think they bankrolled it with $23 or something. I don't know. It's terrible.
The first one is the good one, and it's only good because they tried really hard. You could tell. You could tell they had no money, but they tried really, really hard. You know.
And the second one, they had some money,
and they didn't try at all. They didn't try at all.
They
should have tried a lot harder.
They gave us more. I mean, we almost got
the same. It should have been.
We got more mutants. We got the Toka and Razar.
We got Bebop and Rocksteady, and they were lame, dude.
Well, it wasn't Bebop. We couldn't get Bebop and Rocksteady because There's a story behind that of why we didn't get Bebop. But we still got.
They looked exactly like them though. It
was Toka and Razar.
Oh yeah, that's who it was. Well, yeah. But they were like babies or some shit, right?
They were
the right damn movie.
Yeah, they were giant mutants with the minds of babies.
Oh, see, look, there's a Leroy. Oh my, thank God, somebody to save.
Let me in. Okay.
Fucking show.
Yeah. All right. So I hear you guys are again. Let me stop you right there. The reason Toka and Razor was in the movie was because they did not have rights to anything that was created from the cartoon. So Bebop, Rocksteady.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Who had those rights?
They had to either go from the comic or they had to invent their own as it went along.
And that's what they did. This is Leroy, everybody from Comic Book Bullies podcast.
Oh, yeah. I'm Leroy. How you doing?
Check that out. It's all over the place. I really wish you'd push it to YouTube more because Boogie's always like, man, he got such high numbers over there on the YouTube.
So I take it they still didn't have rights when the third movie came around, which is why we got what the third movie was.
Exactly. They didn't have the rights. They didn't get the rights till after years later when they did that.
They should have tried harder. Because that ruined it. It was terrible. Well, why borrow then? Why borrow it? Because that's even worse.
Well, they had the rights to the whole cartoon thing because they sold the rights to the cartoon, but the people that made the movie were different than the people that made the cartoon.
Yeah.
Because Eastman had no input on the cartoon. Eastman Laird, what's his name?
Yeah.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
They were the ones that helped make the movie.
That's confusing shit, man.
But still, the first one of my favorite comic movies of all time.
It's epic. I love it.
Yeah, the dynamic between
even
the
my
two
kid who hates everything is like, yeah, that's pretty dope, Dad.
Eastman, Kevin Eastman, he's the one that's always like selling out his rights to stuff, and Peter Laird's like, I don't want to. I want to
that money.
I want to. He wants to keep what's pure about it. He wants to not whore it out as much. And Eastman's
married a penthouse playmate and like blew all the millions on drugs and shit. I can't remember which one it was.
I think it's Eastman.
Sounds like Eastman.
Sounds like Eastman. Yeah.
Sounds like Eastman.
Man, off these 4 stupid ass turtles. You kidding me?
Hey,
I'm in the wrong business. I'm in the wrong business. I'm sitting here streaming with you jackasses. I should be out there making stupid comic books. No, I'm terrible.
Was it? But there's good. I mean, there's some really good documentaries. I think The Toys That Made Us had a good one on the turtles.
We got the movies that made us. I think.
Or what was the movies that made us with the turtles? I thought it was the toys.
I don't remember.
And then there's the
crystals.
Yeah, I've got it somewhere. But the documentary, I've got that. Yeah. That conveniently leaves out the third movie.
Right.
Well, they mention it, but they don't go into it.
No, they know everybody hates it.
I hate the second one, to be honest with you.
I'm not a fan of the second one either, dude.
The second one sucked. If you notice, there's not a single punch that's actually landed on the second one.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know if I've even looked at it that hard.
Yeah, they said the first one was too violent. So they made them not connect. So they can't use the weapons and they can't actually punch anybody in the second one or the third one.
Which is how you got combat cold cuts.
I guess, yeah.
That was the best part, man.
Yeah, well, that's why you got it, because Michelangelo couldn't pull out his nunchucks, so
they should just let people.
They got around it. The cartoon also.
Yeah,
like during the latest season, he only had like a grappling hook.
What were they known as in Europe? Because you can't have ninja. You couldn't have ninja in Europe.
Teenage Mutant Hero
Turtles. That's
right. Because ninja was like a band language or something,
it's racist,
like a racial slur or something.
Something I don't know what.
No, I don't know.
Whatever it was, they call it Hero Turtles. They
never heard people say. I wish all these ninjas would get out of my neighborhood.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I never heard that shit before, man. I was like, I got to be careful now walking around. Shit. What words can I use today? What words can I use today?
Cancel.
It's right. Oh shit, man! Everybody's canceled now, man.
I want to watch Turtles now.
Half the people canceled.
Dude, Turtles was a huge part. Like Turtles 2, Turtles 1 and Turtles 2 was a huge part of my childhood. Like I had the cards, I had the toys. Like when the poster, I think I had the poster before the movie actually hit theaters, and I would just stand in my room and try to guess, because remember the poster, it just had the silhouette of Toka and Razar. We didn't know who they were yet, and I would like trying to get. I was trying to guess who these new monster mutants were. It was.
Oh man, did you guess? Did you guess right? They were giant babies.
Come on, and who did y'all go to Pizza Hut when they were doing Marvel Comics and X-Men and stuff?
I had a birthday party at Pizza Hut around the time.
Nice. And you got the personal pan pizza and comic
no, I didn't get it.
And the VHS tape.
Like it was man. But there's the thing, around the time everybody was doing birthday parties at Pizza Hut. That's how big the Turtles were at the time.
I remember that book it bullshit where they gave you a pizza for lying about reading a book.
Don't remember that. Yeah.
You don't remember?
All right, since we're all comic guys, can we actually talk about the Turtles comic for a second?
Do it.
Not the IDW, Ryan.
Oh, never mind.
Calm down.
The Archie?
Eastman 80s one back in whenever
Archie. Archie comics.
Before Archie. Mirage. That one.
Oh, that one.
That's way back.
All right. So I see a lot of people keep talking about, the cartoon is so kiddie and so this and that. You need to read the comic. It's gritty and realistic. And no, it's not.
No, it's not.
It was never meant to be that. That's like some kind of urban myth that came out anyway. It was a parody.
It's yeah.
It's a parody of Frank Miller. What else? Daredevil. Matter of fact, Daredevil is in the first book.
It's like they share an origin story. That same ooze that blinded Daredevil is supposedly the same ooze that turned him into whatever.
Yep.
Right. That's like the story. Yeah, man. It was the comic book dude having fun with comics, man.
Instead of the Foot Clan was because Daredevil had the hand.
Right. Oh, and Splinter was because of Stick.
Yep.
So that's all they're doing. They just saw a whole bunch of shit. They like Teen Titans was big at the time. Let's make them teenagers. X-Men were big. New Mutants were big at the time.
Let's call them mutants.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we'll call them turtles because they're going to be fast, and it's a fast, slow thing.
Right.
Man.
So they didn't know what they had at the time. They just made something.
Dude, lightning in a bottle, really. You can't do shit like that anymore, man.
You got to be right there at the right time. You got to get it for the bubble burst. But then you had
they couldn't have predicted it.
You had all those mimics. So, okay, so what was your favorite Turtles ripoff?
Hero Cats, maybe. Remember Hero Cats? That was a cartoon for a bit.
Was it Hero Cats? Was it SWAT Cats?
Maybe the SWAT Cats. I don't know.
Maybe the same thing. Okay.
I remember SWAT Cats.
Oh man, everybody ripped off.
They were in like the plane or the jet and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. You had Street Sharks.
Oh shit.
Biker Mice from Mars.
Biker Mice. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that. I'm trying to think. Oh, remember the Marvel Comics when they had? Eli reminded me about this a few weeks ago. Remember Brute Force?
Oh, dude, yes.
Yes,
Brute Force is dope. Brute Force is like a Weapon X.
Which one? They were Weapon X.
Yeah, they were like Weapon 4 or something like that.
The fuck?
Yeah, no shit. They were like Weapon 4 or 5 or something.
Didn't they make a recent appearance like last year, this year or something?
Yeah, they were in a backup story. Adam, we fucking read it, dude.
Yeah, Eli told me about this shit.
Yeah, Brute Force showed up. The dolphin-headed motherfucking... They're nuts, dude. They're insane.
What book was that in?
I don't remember. It was like a backup story in some book. I don't know.
You gotta read it. It's in the 90s. It's a machine gun wielding dolphin. You gotta read it.
Dude. It was rad, man.
The bullets use echolocation to find their target.
Yeah, right. He out there chirping and shit, like
That's be a gritty, realistic version of Brute Force. Brute Force Return. Frank Miller needs to write that shit.
He's got a
Brute Force Return.
He's got to run across. He's got to run across a shallow area of water. He's just like
dolphin with an Uzi. Let's see if I can find this shit, man.
As long as it's not that sick that dolphin from The Boys. Remember that?
No, I don't remember.
That's trying to convince the Aquaman analog guy to like the guy's trying to save the dolphin or get him out of captivity, and the dolphin's like telling him in dolphin talk to come do things to him. And
that's it. Brute Force. No, I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one. Brute Force.
Yeah.
Okay, you had the lion. I'm trying to remember. They got the kangaroo. The kangaroo.
Yeah, there's a fucking kangaroo right here in the back.
He's on a scooter. Why is
he on
a scooter?
He's on a scooter and shit. It's like a bionic lion. There's a bear driving a tank-looking thing over here. I don't know if you see this eagle. See if I can zoom in. What the hell is that?
Stupid names too.
What the fuck is that thing?
Let me see if I can look up that name because the names were hilarious. What they call it.
The only thing that cover is missing is Thanos in a helicopter.
Yeah, right. Right. Oh man, let me go to their wiki because I'm pretty damn sure.
Because I bet you Marvel still owns rights to, and they can show up in the MCU or some shit.
No, I'm pretty sure they were in a book recently, man.
Yeah.
I'm on the.
I'm saying, give them to James Gunn. Have him make the movie. Reports.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could totally show up in a Great Lakes Avengers book or something. It would be totally. It would be believable.
Yeah, they're Weapon 2. They're a Weapon 2.
if Captain America's weapon was, so that was the first time they tried the Weapon X program?
Fuck no. They're like, all right, man, we did Captain America. Let's do a fucking dolphin next. These scientists are bored as hell. Come on, cure something, scientists. What the hell are you doing?
They try to get like Wolfsbane in there, and she's like, "I'm not an animal. I'm not one."
Here's a oh shit. Let me see if I can open up this image, man. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. All right, hold up. Check this shit out. This is insane. This is them now.
What the
this
fuck
is them now? All Warren Ellis or whatever hell.
Oh, Warren Ellis did this?
No, I don't know. Hold on. Let me go back to the page. See who.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at.
It looks.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. Hold on. It was Simon Furman and Jose Delbo. I don't know who Jose Delbo is, but Simon Furman is like a big Transformers guy.
Who's holding the gun on him?
Shit, I don't know. You're asking all this continuity questions. Shit, I don't know, man.
I just want to know who ran into.
Dude, that bird is bad as hell though in this picture.
I mean, what was it like in a Punisher book or something? What the fuck was it?
Shit, I don't know, man.
Oh, they changed the bird. The bird didn't look like that at first. Okay.
Oh man, that's right. But yeah, they're Weapon 2 of Weapon X.
So after that idea went wrong, then they decided to try Wolverine and Deadpool and everybody else.
Holy shit! So yeah, so I clicked on this is fucking stupid, fucking Marvel. I swear.
Are you going down a rabbit hole, Gaumer?
Yeah, I can't believe we read this shit because I look on Weapon 2, and then let me paste this in here. Look, what the hell is that shit?
What? That's a Wolverine. No, that's
is that Tippy? Is that Squirrel Girls?
Tippy, that Tippy Toe.
Tippy Toe, Monkey Joe. What was
Weapon X. Yeah. Tree Squirrel, mutated super soldier. Oh, Chip Zdarsky created this motherfucker.
Okay.
Of course.
Someone needs to white out the GUR and put in "Give me them nuts."
What the hell? Man, dude, Marvel's fucking insane. I don't know what they're thinking.
I bet you those books, if you find, they're like worth like $300 or some shit.
Right? Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh man, you got Brute Force #1." I need to get my hands on that shit.
Is this what we're going to? Are we like going to go through comics and stuff?
Hey, you do what you want to, bro. I don't know. I'm bored as hell, dude. I'm so bored. Here, we'll do this.
You're gonna do another one.
Let's just fast forward through the first 10 seconds. So stupid. I hate myself sometimes. So what else is going on? You're reading comics. Somehow Leroy and Eli are still reading comics over at the Bullies.
We're just reading old shit. That's all.
Yeah,
here's
that's all we're doing.
I'm almost glad the comic book industry is dead now because I've always wanted to go back and read some of the old stuff to get a chance. Because I want to do a show where we just review just old books and just like do backlogs of it. And I get a chance to actually do that. So because I want to do God Loves Man Kill for the long.
You think comics are dead? They're done?
It's comics. They're dead, but are they really dead?
Yeah, I mean, there'll always be comics. I think coming out the other side of this, though, I think everything will be pretty much back to normal in terms of shipping by July, just in time for the second wave of coronavirus to hit.
You know what I found when I was going through my comics? I found I guess when it comes to Prime Comics, I buy stuff evidently because I just have to pick them up if it's an odd book. So I found this. I found this signed Prime #1.
You just buy Prime.
This signed Prime #1. This signed Prime #1. This signed Prime #1.
Holy crap!
You
got a weird obsession.
Malibu, right?
This is a untrimmed printer's proof copy of Prime #1.
Oh wow!
Because you can see
that Ultraverse.
That's Malibu, right?
Yeah, that's Ultraverse. Yeah, Ultraverse Malibu. Ultraverse. Ultraverse Malibu.
Okay,
I got Spider-Man and Prime.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
What?
Yeah, because I think Malibu was Marvel. Like Marvel.
Yeah, I think they bought it. Yeah. And this cracks me up. You have the limited premium edition of Ultraverse Prime versus Hulk, or the limited super premium edition of Prime versus Hulk.
Okay,
what is your obsession with this character?
Was he just another Superman, or what was he? Because I saw the book, but I didn't really understood what it was about.
He's just Superman, right?
Yeah, he's kind of like Shazam a little bit because he's like a little kid. That like a
let me fix that so it's off you. Sorry.
It's like, it's
the Adam Show.
Norm Brayfogle signed comics. I'm trying to see if I can find because it's weird. It's like some kind of slime when he turns back into a kid.
He gets slimed.
He gets. No, it's right. See, like that's him, like becoming not Prime, and then this guy. So it's like Shazam, except with slime instead of a lightning bolt.
He gets gooey.
He gets gooey like those scenes in the lighthouse.
I'm not going to watch that now. You guys have ruined that movie for me.
I'm just talking about semen.
I miss comics.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just the 90s stuff that I miss, and I remember all the time this American Entertainment.
Oh, hold up. Let me get it on there.
Company. I don't know if anyone out there is like back in the 90s ever ordered stuff from them. But I would get the little magazines in the mail, and then I would mail off my order form and get books and stuff. But you can't do that anymore.
That's the only way you can get books next week.
What is the mail off order?
Well, DC's bringing back a handful of books going through different channels.
Which is the same. It's like Batman '89, the third reprinting.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
But I don't get it, man. I don't understand why they're.
All right. Did you see that they're doing digital books, new books every day?
I saw that, but the only books I saw on there was the new stuff from the Giant books, like Teen Titans Giant and Batman Giant.
I saw a Superman one on there also.
Yeah, and that shit's already been printed.
I mean, I kind of figured it was because,
Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good treat. 99 cents for some, I think it was like, 8 pages? 10 pages?
No, the one, when I looked at the, on Comicsology, it was like 24 pages.
Oh, okay, good. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I think a lot of it's reprinted. It might be reprinted.
I mean, I would imagine it was, but they say they're gonna drop new books every day. So it may be just old reprinted stuff. They say they're doing it every day.
Good.
So what's the timeline of shipping again, Gaumer? I remember you had talked about it. I think Sunday,
April 28th, DC will start shipping a handful of books, and then do the same thing. May, whatever, and then the second week of May, and then from then on, we're not really sure because we have to wait on Diamond because Diamond said they're going to open up mid to late May. But we don't know what books are going to ship from Diamond yet. The publishers have to decide because it'd be pretty shitty just to hit all the stores. All right, here's the 3 weeks of books you missed, and this week's books or whatever, Well,
I'm sure everyone will put out the free comic book day books digitally.
Well, I'm not sure how they're going to do that now because they're talking about doing another free comic book day in August, like to replace the one that we missed.
So they're not even going to put those books out, or they just going to?
Well, they should because there's a Secret Empire #0 in there. That whole the 5G book was supposed to be.
They need to call it something else. Yeah, 5G is a bad name.
Yeah, 5G's bad now. Yeah, I mean Dan Didio really fucked.
It was bad before he left. But it's really bad now.
Yeah, it's like really bad now. Yeah, 5G. DC Comics give me coronavirus. Motherfucking Batman. You're supposed to help us. The hero we need right now.
Get some. I wonder if you could buy those old Tyvek. Remember those Tyvek cover books from the 90s?
No.
You don't remember that?
I really wasn't into like all the crazy covers. I've always been more of a reader than.
You turn those covers into face masks for now.
I'm just
no, you don't remember that? The sticker, it's like unterrible. You cannot rip this cover.
Yeah.
Made from Tyvek.
I've never seen those. Who like what book made those? Was it Marvel, DC, or somebody else?
No, it was not Ultraverse. It was what was the company? I'm blanking on the name now.
I'm pretty sure Marvel and DC both had books made out of that.
But I remember getting one, and it was still polybagged, and I opened it up, and I was like, and I went at the cover, and I ripped it. So I was like,
liars, sons of bitches.
And then I wrote to my congressman.
Right. Tell them they promised me better comics. Yeah, I'm pissed that comics are gone. I'm bored. I have nothing to do.
Got to read the old stuff. I'm telling you.
I'm reading the old stuff.
It's different reading the old stuff because here's the thing. I read the old X-Men books, and then I'm comparing it to Hickman's book, and I'm like, it's different.
Yeah, dude.
Just different. The whole philosophy of what they're, because here's the thing. The X-Men always want to just be accepted as humans. Now they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
None of them.
They're really leaning into the mutants are better, because that's always how it was. This is the next step in evolution. Well, if that's the next step in evolution, then why are you worrying about the Neanderthals? Humans didn't worry about Neanderthals, when we were coming up. Right. Because there ain't no more Neanderthals.
Right, because when Claremont wrote the book, they never referred to them as the humans. We need to go save the humans. They never did that before. But now they'll say that all the time. Or we need to go save the humans, or we don't give a shit about the humans or whatever.
Well, and you say that, but they are giving life-saving drugs to every human on the planet,
True.
Just saying. I always defend the mutants, man, and Hickman.
I still say we're reading a Brotherhood book, not an X-Men book. That's just me.
Well, I mean, I think that's the poetry of how the humans always wanted to get rid of the mutants, and now the mutants have sort of lost their humanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're leaning into, we're a new race, so we need to come up with an entire new culture and just everything. And it's
language,
wonderful,
whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love it. I love it so much. I love everything Hickman is doing. I'm actually rereading that. That's some of the back issues that I'm reading is Hickman's old shit, but
it was Continuity Comics.
Fucking November.
Continuity Comics.
Oh, that's
I've never heard of that.
Indestructible Tyvek cover.
Rip it right now. Rip it.
My phone.
Oh, it's your phone. Oh, it's your phone. My bad.
If it was a book, I would do it though. I would totally test the gimmick.
That comic's probably worth more than that phone.
No shit.
No, it's what? No, it's not.
The Tyvek cover, man. One of a kind. This will save your life. You can breathe through this shit.
This is 100 karat Tyvek. Are you kidding me?
Now streaming Community again. Like I didn't have anything better to do, so I just put Community on again today, and now I just going through it.
I've watched Community so many times. I'll be honest with you. Community jumped the shark, and that means like it was his best show, and kind of went down here from there after the first season, and that episode that Just Lynn directed.
Okay.
That was the Modern Warfare, the first paintball.
Okay. Well, see, I like that, but I like that second season because they really get into their own and they start feeding into it. And like they mentioned Fat Neil 3 episodes before Fat Neil's D&D episode. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It starts to build its own continuity. The show ended when Troy left, dude.
Because it was dead before Troy left. It was.
It was on its way down, but I mean, it was just gone. They even mention it. I bet even mentions it. What is the show now? What are we now? And yeah, so. But they're getting a movie.
Especially it was on Yahoo, and
everybody's talking about the movie now again.
Yeah. They don't need to do a movie.
That's always been the thing, and I know it was a joke about because it was a joke about Cougar Town. It was a joke about Cougar Town.
Yeah, no, it was a joke about the cape.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was a joke about the cape. Yeah,
nobody remembers the cape. That's what that was the joke was about.
And in the dark, universe, the cape like goes on forever, and I was like, what the hell?
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that damn show so much. But yeah, what is anybody streaming anything worth watching?
Oh, here's the thing: the community is responsible for the MCU.
Okay, yeah, you're right. The Russo brothers. That's where they cut their teeth. That's where they lost their baby teeth.
Yep. And
on that show.
Because let's be honest, if the Russos didn't get in there, where would the MCU be right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They are the MCU, man.
Yeah.
What are they? $10 billion worth of movies?
Exactly. And
then the MCU, I think it is like $10 billion worth of movies that they've done.
Insane how much and the thing is, they throw so many community characters in there.
Yeah.
You know, we'll say like community might be canon to the MCU.
I don't know. It might be.
If you wanted to make it think that, you possibly could.
Yeah.
Because Dean is playing a Dean in Civil War.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, he is. But wasn't Shirley in an old out of time moments?
It could be her.
Yeah. Oh, it's her grandma. It's Shirley's grandma.
Right. They do it all the time.
That's awesome. Dude, I love that shit. Oh, John Lee's there. Hey, John. John jumped in the chat. We're just bullshitting nothing. But or what's anybody streaming? Anybody streaming anything? Watch anything? I don't know, man. There's nothing going on. I'm so bored out of my mind.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I need to. I should. Man, fuck it. I'm just gonna get the DCU app. The week.
I love. It's worth for Harley Quinn alone. I'm telling you, it's good.
Hey, bro, can I get your login?
Yeah, can I get your login for DCU?
I was talking to you, Gaumer.
I'm gonna get it. I'll probably get it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. With DCU, I read the comics more on than anything else. The movies and TV shows, that's just icing the cake for me.
Yeah.
And
watch.
So you actually go after the digital books.
That's that's worth it for me alone. I mean, it's nice I watch Batman animated series on every now and then when I'm bored at work, but yeah, I pretty much got it for the comics. Like every Tuesday they drop new comics on there. I'll sit there.
Yeah.
Just League 18 just dropped on there. I didn't get a chance to read it. I'm gonna read it. So and Batman White Knight just dropped on there too. Even though
cool. Yeah, I've read all that. I have all that. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Man, they're gonna continue that. Like it's gonna be its own universe, but with different writers and artists.
Can you do it with a different writer and artist? I don't know.
I don't know. Sean Gordon Murphy. That's why I read that book. Yeah, he's gonna curate it. Like showrunner of
voice for what he was trying to do. That's why I liked it.
Yeah, and he's building this bigger thing. Yeah. Here, this is a question. I was explaining to my niece earlier why Batman has a cape but doesn't fly. She's a kindergartner, so it was an experience. Why does Batman have a cape? It looks cool, right? That's the main reason. That's the main reason. But it's utilitarian. He uses it to do stuff, to put out fires.
If you watch Batman Begins, it explains why he had a cape.
Yeah, he see if he can base jump.
Yeah, because he was trying to jump from one rooftop to another rooftop.
He was terrible at it.
Yeah, so he needed a cape. Yeah.
You gotta have
like a parachute.
Yeah, you gotta let your niece watch movies, John Lee.
It blends into the shadows. So
yeah, and it looks great. I mean, you've seen the Coppola and Snyder when Batman's all rough and rugged and all he's got is the mask on with no cape and no shirt. That's the worst. When Batman's just wearing the pants, the boots, and the cowl, no shirt.
That's the best look. You mean?
That's the worst look ever. That's
the best look ever. He was fighting Ra's al Ghul to the death with swords in the desert. No, that was
that's the worst look. I hate it.
That was the best look.
No, I'm not a fan of.
With chest
I call it UFC.
Yeah, that was great.
UFC Batman, like he's going to a wrestling match,
or when he's got the high water cape, like the cape that doesn't go all the way down. It like stops at his calves or something. It's like, nah, man, let it go all the way down. That's some of the older Batman, though. I think old Batman.
Yeah, he's got to show up Superman. That's what I'm thinking.
Batman.
He's like, oh, Superman's got a cape.
Now, why does Superman have a cape? That's the thing.
Well, I like to think that it's because of the baby clothes thing. It was his little baby blankie, And
I'm just gonna say it took me a while to think, but I'm just gonna say it's part of his Kryptonian heritage.
Well, yeah, they do all have capes.
Yeah,
every time
so that's all. He's just
following classic trends.
Yeah,
Kryptonian trends. I love the baby blanket thing, man. You know, like it's his, like that's the only part of him, of his planet that's left besides, you know, the crystal and all this other shit.
Is that a new 50? Is that back in the New 52, or
I think the baby wasn't the damn baby blanket the movie, like the 70s movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Did they start that? Because that movie started a lot of stuff.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. It set a lot of continuity, more than a lot of people realize, I think. But
yeah,
I don't know if they did it in the comics.
I mean,
like, they before that. Hey, Misexplained, Jason, jump in if you want the links. Links in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where they started that, man.
I saw my new 52 books in my box when I was going through it, and I laughed.
Everybody shits on New 52. It wasn't all bad. It has some good stuff in it.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to talk about New 52. Let's look at the New 52. I'm going to go get a list of all the damn New 52 books, and we'll just go through and we'll talk about, you know, a few or four of these books.
Okay.
Because there were a lot that were great. Is there not a fucking list of just the damn New 52 books? Here it is, the New 52 publications. Okay. Action Comics, Greg Pak and Aaron Cooter.
No, hated it.
Yep, me too.
I love
Aquaman, Cullen Bunn, and Trevor McCarthy.
Wait, are you doing New 52?
It says New 52.
Okay, because we're going to talk New 52. We got to talk about the Jeff John run. We're talking about Aquaman.
Batman, it says, or no, that's Batgirl. Yeah, Batman was Snyder and Coppolo.
Yeah.
This is June 2015 when all these came out.
No, the New 52 ended then. The New 52 started.
Oh, maybe that's the ending. Okay, let me go.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can find the beginning then. Damn it. I'm glad you're here, Leroy.
We're glad you're here too, Adam.
Ongoing series.
I'm not much help. I'm not much help, Leroy.
All right, I found it. I found the right list. Okay. September 2011 is when all these came out. Mm-hmm. Aquaman, Jeff Johns, and Ivan Rice. I like that run. I like that.
That was a great run.
That was good. And then Aquaman and the others, I guess, Jurgens and Medina. I don't know. Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
Captain Adam, J.T. Kroll, and Freddie Williams II. I don't remember that book.
Nobody does. They don't really try to push Captain Adam at all.
DC Universe Presents, and then Earth 2.
Earth 2 was great. Earth 2 was great.
I don't think I read Earth 2. That was James Robertson and Nicholas Scott.
That was a great book. Yeah.
The Flash was Brian Buccellato and Francis Manipool. The art was great. I remember that, but that run was just sort of boring.
Yeah, I guess.
Boring. Fury of Firestorm, The Nuclear Man, Gail Simone, and Ethan Van Sciver. Wow. Looking back at that, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, did read that one.
How weird is that? How times have changed.
What, Ethan Van Sciver that he?
Or no, Gail Simone and Ethan Van Sciver wrote a book in 2011, and now
they probably didn't. Were in the room at the same time at all.
Oh, right.
He just emailed the script. He emailed pages. That was it. All went through Didio.
Green Arrow was J.T. Kroll, David Barron, Dan Jurgens.
Green Arrow was no, because Jeff Lemire got on the Green Arrow book.
Oh, later on.
Yeah, like issue 17, 16, something like that. He got on the book.
Yeah, anything Jeff Lemire touches is good.
Yeah, it became a great run when he got on there.
Justice League, Jeff Johns, Jim Lee, that was good.
Matter of fact, that CW show adapted a lot of stuff from his run.
Oh.
Yeah. Like his sister, he had a sister in his run. That showed him like season 6 or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch that.
I know you don't, but yeah,
sorry.
I'm just saying.
Where are we at? Justice League 3000. That was the 6th wave.
Yeah,
I don't even remember that. Justice League International by Dan Jurgens and Anna Lopresti. It had Booster Gold, Fire Ice, Rocket Red, Green Lantern, Vixen. Yeah, I don't remember that book.
No.
Justice League of America's Vibe. No, that was
okay. No. The Justice League of America actually was pretty decent for the first 8 issues.
It had Steve Trevor, Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, Hawkman, Catwoman. The new Green Lantern, Simon. Oh yeah, I read that. It had Simon Baz in it. I dug. That was Jeff Johns and David Finch. I don't know how you can't read that. That sounds great.
Yeah, that's the thing. They put that team specifically because people keep complaining about where's Martian Manhunter? Where's Martian Manhunter? That's where Martian Manhunter was the whole time. They put a team together specifically to beat the other Justice League team, Superman, Batman, blah, blah, blah. And everybody on that team is specifically designed to beat the next person. Martian Manhunter, Superman, Catwoman, Batman, Vibe, Flash, and down the road like that. So
I don't think I read that one. Justice League United, Jeff Lemire and Mike McCone. I know I read that. That was 7th wave, though. That was way late. Katana in the 4th wave.
No.
Mr. Terrific was in the 1st wave.
No.
Yeah, I didn't read that either. The Savage Hawkman, Secret Origins, Wonder Woman, and World's Finest. That's it. We had Batgirl.
Okay. So you're naming a lot of shit books right now. So you kind of proving your point about the New 52.
Yeah. So here, these are the Batman books.
Wasn't there Wildstorm books?
Yeah, there was.
Yes,
they break it up fucking weird in this list because Arkham Manor was like a 9th wave book. What the hell? Batgirl, Batman by Snyder Coppola. That was great. I love the hell out of that. Batman: The Dark Knight by David Finch and Paul Jenkins. I read that. That was good. Batman and Robin by Tomasi and Gleason. That was good.
Yeah,
I read that. Oh, Jason's in here. Comics Misexplained. How's it going, brother?
Jason,
I hear like New 52 is like a little before my time. I kind of got in when Rebirth was going on, but like everything I like heard about.
Yeah.
About New 52 was pretty much a failure except for Batman. I heard like that's like the only thing they kept in Rebirth was pretty much just Batman. Everything else are like
they had this Batman Incorporated thing.
Yeah, I heard that was bad.
Yeah. Well, the Batman Incorporated thing was before New 52. They just kept it going.
Yeah.
I heard pretty much just Snyder's Batman. I should say it's like what I heard was good.
Yeah, it was dope, dude. Judd Winnick did a couple of books. He did Batwing and Catwoman. There was a Batwoman book in the 1st wave. There are a lot of damn books, like 52 of them, I think.
They had 52 books, yeah.
That's crazy.
They were throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks.
Nightwing book by Higgins and Eddie Barrows. Eddie Barrows isn't allowed to work in the business anymore either. He's been canceled.
Doesn't take much.
5th wave. Superboy by Scott Lobdell and R.B. Silva. Man, I didn't know R.B. Silva worked on Superboy. I bet that art.
Okay, can we talk about Scott Lobdell?
Yeah, can he like quit? Can he retire?
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I don't know how Scott Lobdell keeps getting work. I can't figure out.
Sucks. That's the thing.
I can't figure out what books of his are good.
It's because he's friends with like the owner or something like that. That's why they keep him around. Yeah, all he's doing right now is pretty much just Red Hood and Flash Forward.
That book sucks. Flash Forward was okay, but it was stupid because you knew where it was going. It wasn't like an in continuity book. It didn't matter. It's like a creating continuity book. I don't know. It was fucking weird.
No, I mean I hate Flash Forward for what it stands for because it should have been Dr. Manhattan that was taking place. Instead, we're seeing this Wally West crap. So it's like
Wally West shouldn't even.
They just want to just stick Wally West somewhere to get him out the way. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why do they keep beating the shit out of Wally?
I mean, I think they should have given his own book from the get-go. Yeah, they should have given his own verse.
Jeff Johns wanted him.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
There's a that's a Superboy book. Supergirl. Mahmoud Asrar did the art.
Supergirl was okay.
Mahmoud Asrar did the art in that. I bet that was good.
Yeah, because Cyborg Superman popped up, and that was like they rechanged him where he's like he was Zor-El, but turned into a robot or some shit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, and she became a Red Lantern.
Jeff Johns and Doug Mankey did Green Lantern in the 1st wave. That's good. That was Simon Baz was in there.
Yeah.
Green Lantern Corps, Tomasi and Pasarin. Larfleeze, for some reason, came out. Red Lanterns. I remember reading Red Lanterns. I was a fan of the
Red Lanterns was pretty fun.
Yeah. Blue Beetle. That book sucked. Toby Bedard and Ig Gara. Yeah, man. They were Legion. They had to try to. Everybody always tried a Legion, man. Fuck. If the Legion was good, like the X-Men is good, it would have 10 books out a month, like the X-Men does. Okay, leave the fucking Legion alone. Quit. Just quit. Nobody can.
You know what's funny? Every crisis,
except the Legion of Substitute Heroes. I'll take that.
Yeah. Right.
Every crisis, they write them out of continuity, and some writer always comes back and just puts them in continuity for some reason, for no reason whatsoever.
I hated what Bendis did with.
Yeah, I mean, I hate what Bendis did just because, I mean, not only did it suck, but I mean, it should have been Jeff Johns doing it, and he was prepping it. He was prepping it in Doomsday Clock. He was slowly cooking it. He was slowly cooking it, and then Bendis just took it and put it like in the trash. So that sucks. Like I think Johns could have done a great job. You know, I was really looking forward to what he's going to do, and nothing happened.
Man, they have this other like section of New 52 called The Edge. They got like All-Star Western, Blackhawks, Deathstroke, GI Combat, Grifter, Lobo.
Yeah, Grifter did have a book. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that Lobo book sucked.
It was like the skinny one, like
a supermodel.
Yeah,
that was Fabio Lobo.
Yeah,
Fabio Lobo.
But they had Stormwatch, Suicide Squad in there, The Movement. I didn't like any of that shit.
Sexy Lobo. I'm trying to remember who did that. It was some female that made him. It was.
Let me look, man. Let me look.
Yeah.
No, it was Cullen Bunn and Riley Brown worked on that Lobo book. Gosh, Cullen Bunn don't mention that in interviews, does he?
Well, I'm pretty sure that character though, the Sexy Lobo, was created by a female. Before Cullen Bunn took it over.
They keep trying to add to Lobo. You don't need to. Lobo is
he's perfect.
You got the sexy, and now you got the Lobo's daughter. You don't need all that. Just Lobo.
I wish I could remember her name, just because, like, Comic Con. We're over at Baltimore Comic Con one year, and Chad, like the guy who runs Comic Con, was talking to this woman who created it. And I guess he's like, "Yeah, I hated what DC was doing. They had Sexy Lobo and stuff." And she's like, "I created Sexy Lobo." He's like,
"Oh shit!"
And he was like, walking away.
Like, are you pregnant? It's like, when are you expecting?
How did he walk away with that foot in his mouth?
He just walked away, and he like avoided her like ever since the whole entire convention. And like some of the other Comic Con guys would smooth it over, and she was fine with it, and we made her laugh and stuff. But yeah, man, I wish I got
whatever. Gail Simone heard I hated Jessica Jones the other night.
Yeah, you did.
She called me out on Twitter.
Did she? No way.
She did. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry you didn't like that book."
Hilarious.
Well, I'm sorry too. It's not your fault. It's Bendis's fault. He created fucking Jessica Jones. I
thought she thought that you were joking, in the live video, but I guess maybe she heard the rest of the video or something and realized you weren't.
I think she heard when we right before we reviewed it. Okay. Or didn't review it because I was going to talk so much trash on it, but I did. But the Dark, these are the titles that mattered in the New 52. Animal Man by Jeff Lemire and Travel Foreman. Demon Knights by Paul Cornell. That was a dope book, man. That followed Etrigan. That was a dope book. Dial H was in the second wave. That was okay. But Constantine in the fourth wave was Jeff Lemire. Frankenstein, Agent of Shade was Jeff Lemire. That book was rad. That was cool.
It was Hellboy.
It was Hellboy. Exactly. It was fucking Hellboy, dude. It was straight up Hellboy. But I Vampire, Joshua Hale Fieldcough, that was okay. Justice League Dark, Peter Milligan writing Justice League Dark. I like that.
It was okay. It was
Swamp Thing, Scott Snyder Swamp Thing.
That was great. That's when they had that Rot World story.
Yeah, that's when they had those crossover with the Rot World and the red and the green. Yeah, that was cool.
Frankenstein was crossing over. Yeah.
And then that Pandora chick. Remember Pandora? Where the hell she go?
They killed her.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, remember who killed her?
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, Diamond Hand killed her.
Pandora the
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, it was for Carol Baskin, that bitch Carol Baskin. But then they had Forever Evil. I loved Forever Evil.
Forever Evil was great.
That was a great event, man.
Was that the one that
saves the world? I love that.
That's the one where they brought over the Earth 3 folks.
Oh, that's cool.
It spun out of like Trinity War, and Trinity War was kind of bad.
But it set up Forever Evil, so it was okay.
Exactly.
That's
but
how it was made for you.
Trinity War was kind of like a bait and switch, because the Trinity, the whole time you thought it was the 3 Justice Leagues, but it turned out to be the Trinity was Earth 3. That was the 3 in there.
Was that before Darkseid War or after?
That's before.
Okay.
That was before.
I don't even know, man. Well, there's no more Earth 3. Perpetua done ate the whole thing, or what the hell ever. Didn't she? In Justice League?
I don't think they care.
Gotham.
Because all of that stuff was Jeff Johns stuff, so they don't care anymore.
No, that was Snyder writing that Justice League book.
No. I mean, not the New 52, not the early one. That was Jeff Johns.
Oh, yeah. But in the newer one.
Yeah, the newer one, that's the thing. Like, it's not
Perpetua, like, ate Earth 3, or like destroyed Earth 3, or whatever. Yeah. Because they were too evil.
They'll be back because Jeff Johns killed Earth 3. That's why
they'll be back.
That's why
yeah.
Yeah, they came to Earth 3 and regular Earth in Forever Evil because the Anti-Monitor ate their planet or universe, whatever.
Oh, in the CW, the next crossover, they got to do Earth 3.
Have they done it already?
I don't think they have. I would have heard.
No, they can't do it. They killed the multiverse.
Look, that kid. Oh, well, maybe those guys came over. Ultraman's hanging out.
Just hanging out
kryptonite.
When is somebody in the DC
fucking kryptonite like it's meth? Oh, I love it. I love
somebody in the DC multiverse needs to ask, like, how many people around here are eating planets? We got like a planet eating problem going on.
Where'd all these universes go?
Yeah, that'd be fun if there was like a Bizarro Krypton man, you know, where he's just like meth. He has this Krypton. He's just cooking it. He's just super twisted and weird.
Well, who is the Bizarro of Earth 3? What's he like? Have we ever?
I guess he'd be good.
Right? I know he'd be good, but I mean, Ultraman still speaks like normally. But would Bizarro be like good and dumb?
Well, I'm wondering
I don't know
which Bizarro is the one that Scott Lobdell is writing for Red Hood and the Outlaws. Is he from Earth 3? I know there was some kind of portal shit going on there.
Well, we were talking about New 52. Wasn't New 52 Bizarro like Bizarre Zero?
Yeah, it was B. He was B01.
Oh, it was so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Lex
so
Luthor,
dumb.
like took some blood Superman 5 years ago, grew him in 5 years, and then when Forever Evil came out, that's when he gave him a Superman suit. He put it on backwards, and that's why the Superman symbol's backwards.
Yeah, it was so dumb. Oh, it was so stupid. I mean, it's no dumber than having like a cube-shaped world where all these backwards talking assholes come from. But still, once you have that level of dumb, going to the clone. It's like when Lex made that Electro dude in that movie, man. Like him and Homeboy cutting the hair. Oh, we're gonna make our own little Superman. Yeah. Oh, dude, what the hell? Yeah,
I think he scratched Superman, made him sick and shit.
Yeah. So who is the new Bizarro in the Red Hood in Outlaws? Is he the alien one, or is he?
I don't remember. I know. I'm pretty sure he's.
Well, Ultraman killed the other one that Lex made.
Mm.
Oh yeah, he did.
Well, I still know. I'm pretty sure there's still another Bizarro out there inside the current generation. I'm pretty sure there's 2 Bizarros.
Oh, how do I? Here's a good one, man. They're asking us how to be responsible. This is Terry. Terry's a pal of mine. He's into comics, hangs out, but he's a new dad, and he's been thinking about ahead a bit. I think that's the kid right there. Congratulations.
Okay, you just what I recommend, just make sure you watch what they're reading. Don't give them anything that doesn't have a censorship sticker on it. Yeah,
look for the censorship stickers. You can definitely, follow those.
Like those Batman adventure books out right now, like give them those books.
Yeah.
The best thing I would say, read the book.
Don't give them Brian Michael Bendis because they'll be in college before
before anything happens. Read the book before you give it to your kid, and then you can not quiz them on it, but at least have a discussion about the themes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and that can be helpful to figure out, what to get them next.
Yeah, if I was a parent, I'd probably be screening everything. I'd probably be watching, reading everything before they consume it. You know what I mean? I'd probably do it myself.
I mean, it's harder now because they don't have a Comics Code Authority like they when we were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So
they still rate themselves. They rate themselves pretty good. Marvel and DC anyway.
They really don't. They kind of, but some weird stuff flies out. Like you'll see somebody throwing a middle finger, somebody say, "Oh, you being a dick,"
or somebody getting ripped in half,
Yeah,
it depends. If it's sexual, it's definitely getting the A, the adult. But if it's violent, you got to be careful. So it depends on what you're looking into, and just raise your kid right. Raise your kid to know better. That's what I did. I raised my kids to know better.
When I was a kid, I got Green Arrow #1 by Kevin Smith. And I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. So I read that. I didn't know what was going on back then, but I read it now, kind of like a year ago, really. But so I read it recently, and there's a point in the comic where Green Arrow is getting head, off panel, Black Canary's under screen, under the panel, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh my God, how did this make it into a comic book?
Like Bat Wang. Bat Wang.
Yeah, it was the Ollie Wang or whatever, the Arrow Wang. Crazy.
Well, in the last Hawkeye, he's in bed with Night Nurse.
Oh, yeah.
Getting it on.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hawkeye gets around.
He does.
Dude, no
shit. That's how he got the Ronin outfit.
He's hiding from his girlfriend.
Yeah, he had
That's how he got the nickname Roman Ronin.
He had sex with the other Ronin. She left the costume. He's like, I just put it on.
Oh, Echo,
yeah.
I remember that. That was Bendis. That was New Avengers, man.
Yep. Yeah, that should have been Daredevil.
But everybody figured it out. So he changed at the last minute.
That motherfucker. Dude, that's so funny, man.
He said when I was done, there was an echo.
It's because when you reread that story, it makes no sense why Daredevil's even in it in the beginning. But everyone's like, he should have been in it. And
that's
then
why
like,
he put him in there.
Echo.
That's why he put him in there to throw it off. I wonder if he didn't want like the deaf guy to get, or the blind guy to get with the deaf girl. Dude, you know, maybe he was like, oh, wait, am I doing that right?
There's this
they can both definitely hear and see, just in better ways than everybody else who can hear and see. Don't be stupid, Ben.
That's what Ben Affleck showed us.
Exactly. Best movie ever. The director's cut of that is
with more Coolio.
Yeah. Well, shit. What else is going on, man? We're gonna wrap it if y'all ain't got nothing.
Now, hold on. Here, I want to show you this real quick.
Do it.
How many variants have you bought this week, Jason?
Nothing. Actually, I don't know. I'm waiting for shit to come in the mail. Oh, there it is. Check out this variant that was supposed to come out. This new Avengers #1. Like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, that guy was teased a lot in there. They do get to who that guy is.
No, they don't.
Wasn't that?
Zoom in.
They bring him up, but they never like reveal who he is.
This is a variant by Finch.
That wasn't the guy in Thunderbolts, was it?
They did side by side comparison of like some villain, but it didn't make sense for him to be there at all. I don't know.
So
look
weird.
At Cap's face.
I don't think I've ever seen it before.
I'm not liking Cap's face.
So here's my thing with New Avengers. Okay, in this point in history, when this was being published, Spider-Man and the X-Men were the biggest damn things in the movies. Okay, but Marvel didn't have shit to do with them. So they were like, "Well, what are we gonna do? We want to make the Avengers. Sorry, guys, we want to make the Avengers big. So how the hell do we make the Avengers big?" And Ben's just like, "I got it. Let's put the two biggest characters in movies right now on the Avengers team." Mm-hmm. And that's what he did. And that's because
at the time,
before this, the Avengers were shit, dude. The Avengers were shit.
Cap and Iron Man weren't even on the Avengers at the time when the Avengers took over.
And when he took over, he disassembled them all just to bring them all back together because they just gotten out of Heroes Reborn or whatever the fuck it was. Oh, shit was just terrible. Yeah, dude, the Avengers were shit. And then Bendis got them and they were great.
Yeah. I really like that new Avengers run.
I do too, man. I like that new Avengers run a lot. It led into all the events. Bendis' decade of decadence with all of his events.
I read half of the Secret Invasion tie-ins, which I think is like 50 tie-ins. I think there was 100 or 200 tie-ins.
It's a lot.
I read half of them, dude, on Marvel Unlimited. I went through the whole entire goddamn thing. And most of them are a miss, but I mean, there was some cool stuff in there. But I really liked Secret Invasion overall. I thought it was a fun idea. They should have retconned a bunch of stuff. I mean, they did. They should have retconned like was it Ant-Man like smacking his girl? They should have been like, oh yeah, that was a scroll. They didn't even touch that.
No. They did address it. They did address it.
No way.
Yeah. They did. Yeah, because because Ant-Man Hank Pym was a scroll. So Wasp asked him, okay, was that you? Or the scroll that smacked me at the time. He was like, that was me. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that was me. He should have lied. He had a perfect out right now.
He had it out.
Dude, I love that run because it shows how much...
Peter Parker thinks everyone was everyone was a scroll, and he runs to Gwen Stacy. But then he's like, it's kind of like that scene in Kung Pao.
Yeah.
Where he finds out everyone
was definitely not a scroll. That was the real deal. But on the first page of that new Avengers run, it's got Jarvis. And Jarvis turns out to be a scroll. Mm-hmm. But in his pocket is a handkerchief, and it's a green handkerchief. And that just shows that was Bendis' plan the entire time, was to run through. I mean, you think about it.
Remember when Bendis had his timeline? They went to the future one time. He had his whole timeline about what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you'll remember, he eliminated everything, right? He had the Illuminati get rid of the Hulk, and then they had Planet Hulk.
That Illuminati stuff was awesome.
Yeah, really he did House of X or House of M, which got rid of all of the mutants. So that was the excuse not to have the mutants hanging out. Because why would the mutants choose the sides of or pro-registration during the first Civil War? Bendis didn't write that. Mark Millar wrote that, but damn it, that was a Bendis book, dude. They had those summits and shit where they were building all into that. And then that led into everybody being disjointed. And then you had the Dark Avengers. And
the Dark Avengers was great. The Dark Avengers
dude, that was dope.
That came out of it.
Everything that had to do with Sentry, except books that had Sentry in the title, were amazing. Were wonderful. I love the Sentry, unless he's in his own series. Then he's shit.
I read like everything from the Avengers that they were doing around that time up to Dark Avengers. That's where I left off, and I got distracted by new comic books that were coming out.
Dark Avengers was the best thing he did. That did.
It was good, dude. It was good. Cool. And I mean, again, he built into that. He's like, hey, I need a Wolverine knockoff for, my new Dark Avengers team, and who was it? Dylan, somebody, yeah.
No, Dockin Bacon.
Yeah, no, Dockin. But I think the writer was Steve Dillon on the Wolverine book, and he's like, all right, I got you, I'll do it. And he introduced Dockin in this epic, perfect Wolverine run, because every Wolverine run deals with Wolverine doesn't know what the fuck happened like 10 years ago, and that's what it was. Huh?
Dylan passed away, didn't he?
Oh, I'm not sure. He may have.
You know what else Dockin is responsible for, right?
Oh, what? I can't wait.
Frankencastle.
He killed Punisher. I was about to say that. Yeah.
Rick Remender's Frankencastle.
Yeah,
dude, there's a special place in my heart for Frankencastle.
Yeah,
I love that book. It was great.
Yeah,
it's kind of like what Deadpool's doing right now with that whole
Monster Island stuff.
Monster Island shit, man.
Yeah. Well, the Deadpool did that. Well, kind of. Where what was it? His therapist or psychiatrist was cutting pieces off of him and making her own Deadpool.
I didn't know that. That sounds gross.
Yeah, that was like a whole arc, and like it was all like, because I think he had, what was it? He had like she had two right arms, so like one of his arms was going the opposite direction. But he was like evil, and of course Deadpool has to like put him down and whatever. But
I really like that Jerry Duggan stuff, man, from Deadpool. That was so good. It's so funny.
I haven't read much Deadpool. My favorite is Cable in Deadpool.
Go read Uncanny Avengers.
That's good. I read Uncanny Avengers.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I think I
think that's Remender too.
Was it? No, I think that was Zub. Like Zub, Duggan, somebody.
Yeah.
No, okay. There were two versions of it. They had one like a limited series, which Remender did do, and then Zub did the ongoing series. That's
Uncanny Avengers.
Yeah, that's the one where Red Skull took Professor X's
brain. Professor X's head. Yeah. That was Rick Remender with John Cassidy. They created it anyway.
They created, but Zim Dug took it on, because that's when Cap was actually like Nazi Cap the whole time, but wouldn't tell anybody.
Yup. Man,
he was like telling them secret shit, but the whole time they were playing the Caesar.
That led right into Secret Empire.
Yep.
And before that, what was the switcheroo thing they had where Sabretooth was like a good guy for a while? Remember that
Weapon
shit?
Weapon X.
The Axis?
Yeah, Axis. Oh, God, that was...
What was it?
Terrible.
From Iron Man?
Yeah, that was dope. I love that.
Yeah.
That was good. I think that was Tom Taylor writing that.
I really like that Weapon X book that was out recently that had Sabretooth, Wolverine, Omega Red. Like, it had all of them on one team, and I thought that was awesome because they were like always at each other. They were like Suicide Squad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they could regenerate, so they'd get sliced up all the time. Yeah. They'd fight each other all the time, and they like rode that line between good and evil. I loved that series. I thought Weapon X was so great, and they had one issue or two issues. I think it was just a Wolverine and Sabretooth fight. They just went like hard, like balls to the wall. It was like bloody. It was amazing, Sabretooth ended up being like the leader of the Weapon X team later on, and Wolverine left. And I guess the book got canceled or whatever. But man, I thought that was cool, man. And it kind of bummed me out to see Sabretooth go into Krakoa, get swallowed up, and then just never be seen from again. But
I love it.
I'm sure we'll see him again later.
Yeah, he'll be there at the end. Krakoa will fart him out the other side.
Right, super evil.
All right, well, let's wrap this in. Let's go, you guys.
Yo, can you show me some explosions, man? I watched this episode from yesterday.
Oh, I'll show you. All right, we'll do one. Time. We'll do one explosion.
I'm gonna take my headphones out. That's just loud.
Before we do the outro explosion. I don't even have a special outro. You have to guess the movie. Guess the movie.
Star Wars or Star Trek.
Con Air.
That's Speed.
Speed.
That's
Con Air's a good one though, man. I should get some shit from
I'm just glad he didn't put like 9/11 or some shit like that.
Shit, Jason.
Contagion.
Damn it. No, I'll do that one special.
Yeah, like, hey guys, you got this thing.
Check out my new intro.
I got a million of them. I got a million. Like, everyone's like, oh my god.
Oh, I thought of another one for you, Gomer. The head from Total Recall when it explodes.
Yeah, oh yeah, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
The Hillary Clinton
for
head.
Surprise.
Hillary Clinton head.
Yeah. All right, let's pimp everybody's shit. We got Leroy in here. He does comic book bullies. That's every Sunday or Monday or Tuesday, whenever him and Eli get around to it. That's on YouTube. Search comic book bullies. Facebook comic book bullies. Outright Geekery comic book bullies.
We're doing old comics since there's no new comics out now.
There's no new comics.
And you guys have been getting me fired up with your talks in the past 2 weeks.
The X-Men,
I've been trying to get Eli in the X-Men. This is not working.
It's hard to do, man.
Yeah. I mean, you said no more X-Men, right? It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah. He's like, Leroy's like, I'm going to get the X-Men team where the Native American character is the lead character. Hopefully I can get Eli on board.
He's like,
still didn't give a shit.
He's still like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. And if you want to hear Eli, he's not here. He was here last night. Geek Savs. Check that out. Same places. Facebook, Outright Geekery. And you can catch the rest of us on, where the hell is that? Comic Cast. Boogie joins us over there. We just review comics. SMB Network, or just search Comic Cast on Outright Geekery, Facebook, YouTube, all those places.
Yeah.
So thanks for hanging out. Ooh, how should I end? Which one should I use? Let me see. Oh, here we go. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite. All right, bye, everybody. See y'all later. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Night, Gracie. This is awesome. Check this shit out.
Oh, we know that one.
Oh, man.
What a lovely day.
Is that Dune? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, we're off.